we had a moment ago, to really healthy gums and teeth, because that affects everything, to actually working out and getting a workout that's accessible to basically and almost everyone. You know, right now, a lot of us are hanging out at the house. We're sort of stuck inside. And I think you can either go into this time period and, you know, certainly it's not the most comfortable time period for us, or you could go into this and say, you know what, while it's still kind of uncomfortable, why not come out at the end, because we know there's light at the end of the tunnel, feeling better, being healthier. We now have the time to actually commit to working out. I think in our normal lives, we're very busy running around and doing this and that, and we have lots of excuses. Well, now we're kind of at home. And so why not take a moment and focus on you and how you feel and getting healthier? Imagine in a couple of months, again, when we can go out and about, you know, you're wearing a swimsuit that you haven't done in years, a smaller pair of jeans. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. Well, this is a unique opportunity. And to do that, we have an awesome recumbent bike, and this is from FitQuest. This is a beauty. It is probably the nicest bike I think we've ever sold on HSN, and I've been blessed to do a lot of these shows. Tonight we have free shipping, 6 flex pays. This is totally exclusive. There's a lot of great features, and Jody's joining me to tell us about it in just a second. Please read the reviews. It is a big customer pick. I am down to a mere 4 colors. Every time I either do this or I see another host do it, another color's missing. So here they are. Yeah, they keep going. We have red, we've got the purple, then the next color is going to be your royal, and then of course we have the black. So Jody, thanks for joining me again.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome back to you. Thank you for being with us. Kind of walk us through. You've been on a couple airings. We're basically down to only a couple thousand left.
Yeah.
Why do you think this really resonates with people right now?
Well, for one, it's a great way to get active. It's a low impact version of cardiovascular training. It's something that you can do without a learning curve. There's no impact on your joints, your hips, your knees, your ankles. And we also have that recumbent position, which is key. So we have that lower lumbar support. So if you're used to doing something that's a little straining, getting outside running, or you're used to that bike that's upright and you're slouching forward, and sometimes you just can't maintain that anymore. So I love that about the recumbent and the upright bike. There's so much to go over, and I'm so excited about it, but I do want to show you how comfortable this bike is. And I wish you could reach through and touch the bike, because it really is just amazing. But first and foremost, I want to show you the seat that we have. So this is 2.5 inches of foam here and a nice wide base of support for that seat. So if I had an actual seat, what a normal bike looks like, it's about 1/3 of the seat that we have for you here. We have 2 handles off to the side, and these are also protected with cushions onto this, on the handles, as well as the lower lumbar support. So this is where you're going to be able to rest your back. If you have that low back support, if you need that low back support, if you are used to sitting in a recliner, you can get out of the recliner and get into the recumbent bike position. From there, we have nice handles here as well. This is going to seat from 4'11" to 6'4", and it's gonna hold a weight capacity of 300 pounds.
That's amazing.
So that is really amazing. It's gonna tell you that this is made of steel. That's really well made. We have 8 magnetic levels of resistance, so there's not a motor, you don't have a plug here. It's very simple to use, as well as this beautiful LCD screen that we have that's gonna show you your time and your speed, your distance and your calories. So we set you up with all of this here for you, as well as, I have to show you this. This is the one part.
It's our favorite part.
It is my favorite part. It really is, because look at this. You can move this wherever you would like. It has wheels. So this is gonna fold up into the size of a vacuum cleaner. I'm sorry, I'm standing right in front of you for a second. Size of a vacuum cleaner or an ironing board. This can tuck behind a door. This can go in a closet. This can move from room to room. So if you can lug around your luggage around an airport that you're probably not going to right now, you can move your FitQuest bike to any room that you need.
Isn't that amazing?
Love that.
And again, you don't have to search for a dumb plug.
Right.
Also, it is really quiet. Like, can you hold your arms for 1 second? Okay, listen, we're gonna all 3. Ready, girls?
Okay, I'm getting
Come on, let's go.
You might hear my heart rate.
Yeah, that's probably when you hear me start breathing hard.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy? It is almost silent.
Whisper quiet, yeah.
Crazy.
And that's the magnetic resistance. Like I said, there isn't a motor. You not have a loud banging piece of anything.
Or a fan. You ever seen those bikes that have that
I have those at
belt?
my gym. I have those at my gym, and they're
with like
very
almost
loud.
a fan thing?
Yes.
They're deafening.
They're definitely very loud, yeah. And I want you to see as well, look how sturdy this is. And not that you need to get up and ride and hike up that mountain, but if you wanted to, you could.
Yep.
But just to show you, this isn't something that It's flimsy, it's gonna fall over. This is very well made, and it's so comfortable. And the fact that it's a customer pick is huge.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't.
Okay, because when I saw it was custom pick, so the first time I got on the FitQuest was just a couple days ago when we were doing it the other day. And I got on it and instantly I was like, oh wow, like just sitting here, plus I'm leaning back on the back, which is so comfortable. And I was like, oh my gosh, this, you can just feel it's such a well-built, solid, great piece of fitness equipment. And the fact that it folds up and you can put it away when you eventually have company come over, or you want to store it away, or you just, even the smallest little studio, this is gonna fit, like a studio apartment, this will fit, or an RV. So those are all great things about this, but certainly read the reviews. And if you're absolutely, you know, a beginner and you haven't worked out in years, it's so easy. If you're sitting right now and you can move your legs, you're on your way to a better, healthier you. But here's the key. If you say, oh, well, come on, you know, it folds up, it's not gonna be able to handle it, I'll even do a jump up. So I want you to see.
I love that
It is
so
amazing.
much.
When you, and again, I'm not a petite little light thing, right? But I love the fact that this can handle it. And even when you do the jump up, it feels as solid as it does when I'm sitting in that recumbent position.
Yes.
So here's the chance tonight, and this is what I totally love. We're gonna send it right to your door. We've perfected that over 40 some years of delivering things to your door. And if you're sitting there right now and saying, well, I folded every t-shirt with my flip fold. I have cleaned every crumb out of every cabinet. Yes, we're all like, and you're like, I have run out of things to do. Why not take this very unique moment and say, you know what, I'm gonna get this. It's gonna be delivered to your door. We'll talk about assembly because it's easy in just a second. And then imagine you're on your way right as we come out of this, whenever it's gonna be. We know there's light at the end of the tunnel, feeling great. Can you imagine how exciting that would be? Putting on the pants, like doing something now in what could be, and of course is kind of a tough situation, and turning it into a life-changing moment.
I know, I agree.
I think that's pretty exciting.
I feel like this is a time to restart. This downtime that is happening to you, that you didn't necessarily decide to happen for you, I think it can happen for you. I think this can be your time to, you have nothing but time. A lot of us, you know, we're stuck in our homes and we're not able to go to work, or maybe we are, but we're doing a little less work. But now's the time to say, you know what, I've always wanted to do the thing. And a lot of us need to do more of this thing, of moving. And so if you've been thinking, I really wanna lose those 10 pounds, I really wanna get more active, I really wanna get into those shorts or that bathing suit before we go on that next trip that we're planning down the road. But now's the time to do that. And what do you have to waste? What do you have to lose? But maybe a couple inches and a couple pounds. So, you know, getting on something that's going to be easy, that's gonna fit into your life, that's something that you can do without any extra added classes, or you're not lifting a bunch of weight overhead, you don't have to get down on the floor to do your abs. You're training your abs here on a recumbent bike. You can do your abs. We can train our legs, we can train our butt, we can train, and I didn't even talk about these yet, the handles and the arms that we get to incorporate into our lower body workout and our cardiovascular training. So this is a total body gym all in one, all in the comfort of your own home. Like, where are you gonna get that without having to go to the gym that you probably can't go to right now, that you now are kind of rethinking it when you can go to. It's like, there's gonna be a lot of sweat there, and you know what I mean? So you're gonna be waiting on those pieces of equipment that somebody else is just sitting on, and you're not sure if they cleaned it off right, or you know, waiting in those lines. Now, get in the comfort of your own home. Get on the phone, call your best friend, get on that podcast, watch your favorite shows, you know, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever you need to tackle, you can do that. And you can do that now. I suggest you take charge right now of something that you can decide, and you can decide what you do in the comfort of your own home. And I really do think that what we do now, we're gonna see in 30 days, then we're gonna see in 60 days. Imagine what you're gonna see in 90 days. Yeah. Imagine.
Well, and speaking of 90 days, there's a really good reason why Jody said that. It's because we are in a very unique return policy window.
I love it.
And it's very unusual. Normally we don't do extended return policy unless it's during the holiday season around December. But right now we've decided, because we know, the situation's different for all of us, that we have extended our return policy to a full 90 days. So you get to get this at home. You get to pay it off with flex pay in a half a year. Comes right away though, you get it in a couple of days. You get to work out a full 3 months on this. And if you haven't seen your body start to transform and things are fitting a little better and things are getting a little looser, you're sleeping better, you're feeling better, then you eat better. If you haven't seen any of that, you can still send it back for a refund 3 months from now. But again, this is a very unique time to be able to do that. Also, I do want to explain FlexPay, and I want to welcome all of you who are new. Maybe you're channel surfing tonight and you're like, hey, what's going on and what is this? FlexPay is easy. You get to pay it off in 6 months and you use any major credit card, or you can even use PayPal. You pay it off in 6 months. We do not add any extra interest to that. It is something we've been offering since almost the beginning of time, and it's great because you don't have to plunk it all out at once. So right now, your commitment is $33.33 and a little bit of tax on that. We have free shipping. This is not a set of earrings, okay? Not a little light box. You're gonna get a nice big happy box when it arrives. So to have free shipping layered on top of that is a nice big savings as well. The only key is, can you get it tonight before they're gone? Here's the problem. If you want the purple, the one that Jody's working out on, I'm down to the last 40. I have 40 left of the purple.
That's it.
That's
oh
it.
My gosh, that's funny.
Jared, what's the next most limited after that? Oh, I love the red. Oh, there's only 130 of the red left. So those very well both could sell out tonight before we're done. And then I've got the royal blue, and of course we have the black. You know what I love about this? And let's get a little bit into assembly, because somebody's like, okay, I'm in, but I still want to know what it's like to put it together.
Well, so assembly does take about 15 minutes, but everything
that's it.
Yeah, it takes 15 minutes, but it will come, you know, with a manual, with everything that you need to put it together. We had a caller not too long ago. She's 70 years old and she put it together herself. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. Good for her, yeah. So like I said, 15 minutes max and you will be ready to go. And again, it's only 37 pounds total, the weight. And then you're also, it has the wheels so that you can tour it from wherever you do put it together. You can shift it into whatever.
Easily.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. The next element, I totally love this part. Let's do the online, because again, you're at home. And you're like, well, if I get the bike, I don't know what to do. And really you don't. You don't know how strong, how weak, what I have to hop, jump, roll, whatever.
Right.
So let's talk about this extra element that FitQuest has included.
It's amazing. So you get the Echelon app. So you're gonna get 30 days of, and I think we're gonna show some of this, but you get 16 scenic rides. So you're gonna be touring through Australia, you're gonna be touring through Rome, Italy, France, all these beautiful, amazing rides that you have options to tour through. Then you also have live and on-demand classes. So that's where you're gonna be able to chime in with your very best favorite instructor, or if you can't make that 9 o'clock class, you're gonna be able to get to that class whenever you have a chance to. So we have over 500 classes. We have about 15 to 16 instructors. We also give you kickboxing. We're gonna give you yoga. We're also gonna give you strength training and Pilates and bar. So we're giving you a total body system, a total gym in the comfort of your own home. You are going to be toured through and given instruction on every possible class that you could ever think of that you want to do, even off of the bike. So, but that's given to you for 30 days free. And then if you wanted to subscribe to that, you can continue with that.
Now, how awesome is that too? So now even Echelon has thought about, okay, you get the bike at home, we're gonna deliver it to you directly to your house. Okay, how do I really get the max results out of it? They've thought of that too. So at least you've got 30 days to really work the whole system.
I think the biggest part is that everyone wants to be a part of a community. Yeah. And that's a way for you to sink in and be a part of that community. You're able to chime into that class and they're able to see.
Well, explain how they can see you.
Yeah, so we also have our heart rate monitors too that link up to our app. But they can see who's in the class and they can kind of be on you like, all right, Sally, keep it up. You're doing great. Let's get those beats up a couple beats per minute, or so it's really cool that they're able to see without seeing you, but they know that you're there and they know that you're a part of that community.
Yeah, because once you plug into the system, they literally can say, hey, there's Sally and Bob and everybody working out with me around the country. I love that because it's always helpful when you have a coach. You know, if you've got a workout or if you ever had a personal trainer or even a session with one, you know it's a much more focused workout and you get better results because they're coaching you the right way. Don't do too much, don't do too little. And so that element alone, and there we're seeing it right there. She's doing a live workout right now. And of course you can also watch pre-recorded ones. So there we go. Oh, that's a great shot.
I know.
How cool is that? And then she can also see her stats at the same time, right?
You can. It's all logged in right at the bottom there.
That is so awesome.
I mean, and we know of the other bikes that are out there that cost thousands of dollars. Yes. Even being a part of that online experience is so expensive every month. So the fact that we're giving that to you, I just love that.
It's fabulous.
It's fabulous.
So just once again, the red and the purple are almost gone. If you saw Jody on, last night she was on with Adam, I was on with her the day before. We sold out of a couple colors, and here's your chance. And again, why not take this moment and just say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. At some point, we've got to sort of wake up and say, wow, and our health absolutely matters. And I think we're also much more focused on, hey, if I'm healthy enough, am I doing all right? Well, why not be proactive right now? Maybe you say, gosh, I haven't worked out in so long. This is a 300-pound weight capacity, and you can see it's not jarring. It's so comfortable to be on here. And because of the seat and the way it's designed, it's very balanced and stable. And so you'll be on here longer because you're not sitting on a little teeny weeny seat that's killing you. I mean, you literally could watch an hour show on here and just move your legs and get a great workout.
Yeah, it's just as comfortable as being on the recliner or the couch. But I love that you brought up health, because now, of all times, is when we really need to be focusing on our health. And we're not throwing any claims out there or anything like that, but you want to get as healthy as you can, building your immune system in any way possible. And exercise is going to be one of those things that keeps you healthy. It's going to give you strong bones. It's going to give you strong muscles. It's going to give you a better heart, getting your cardiovascular training up and giving you those endorphins, those mood boosters. So there's nothing but positivity that comes from getting more movement in. And so I really, really do suggest that you get this in your home when you can. But I do want to go over the bike one more time for anybody that's just chiming in.
And by the way, in the purple, we're down to the final 2 dozen.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. And I missed our teal. If you missed out on the teal, I missed that
totally
color.
Sold out days ago.
But like I said before, this is a recumbent we actually have 3 levels, into an upright bike. So there you have it right there. If you have multiple levels of fitness in your house, maybe there's somebody who's just getting off the couch, and maybe there's somebody who rides and does races around, around town, or whatever it is that you are, whatever level it is that you are, this is here for you. We also have a really comfortable seat that I wanted to show you. 2.5 inches of foam here. Nice wide seat, right? So we took that into consideration, as well as these nice handles off to the side. So these are gonna be for stability. Yeah?
I'm sorry, just real quick.
Okay.
The purple's sold out.
Oh. So I shouldn't even demo on this one.
It's
not even an option.
We can't move it right now. Well, we couldn't move it. It's pretty easy. We just don't have an extra one.
I don't know if we can sell you this one either, though.
The purple's sold out. So here's the colors I have left. We have the red, we have the blue, and we have the black. Now the red's the next one to go. So again, if you're on the fence and you're going, okay, we have 90 left in the red. So purple's gone, and they'll take that out of there in just a second.
Red will be gone.
And okay, so you were talking, I'm sorry, you were talking about.
No, you're good.
Now, why are these here, the handles down here?
So these are great because, I mean, for one, you have so many options. You can be forward, you can be back. If you're gonna be in a back position here with your back against the lower lumbar support, you would probably gonna grab your hand. If you're not doing the upper body, you're probably gonna grab and kind of hang on here rather than up here, right? Because in that recumbent position, you are gonna be a little bit more forward when you're grabbing those forward handles. So we gave you that option here just to be comfortable. Nice. So you're seated in that upright position, but your hands can be here if you're not moving. But I also like them because I feel like they're great for stability and balance if you are gonna be getting on and off the bike. The great thing about this bike is we don't have that mid bar there. It's where you're gonna have to hop it on over to get on a horse. You can just step through, right? But I like to use my forward handles and my backward handles, and then I just hop right on, just like so. Yeah. Super comfortable, super easy. This is gonna seat from 4'11" to 6'4" in height. So this will grow with pretty much any person and any body in your house, and it's also going to accommodate up to 300 pounds.
And Jody, can you take us through the screen?
Yes, yeah. So we have, which I think we can show you up close too, but we have your time, we have your speed, we have your distance and your calories, and that can scan through. And as you can see, this is me I got on here about 5 or 10 minutes before the show started, so maybe 20-ish minutes that I've been on here. So it gives you a real accurate reading as to like what you've done, but as you can see, this is a nice big screen. You're not gonna have to squint and look forward. You're gonna be able to see those numbers. It's right there in front of your face, and I think it's a great vision tool there for you.
And right there, can you show them the adjustability of the resistance?
For
the resistance.
Yes,
the
yes.
resistance.
I'm so sorry.
No,
we have 8. I'm like, for what?
I don't know. Working out.
We have. I only say that because we were talking about the handles, the strength of the the other day. We have 8 levels of magnetic resistance. So magnetic resistance is right here. You can take that from a level 1 to a level 8 at any point in time, which let's take it up to a level 8, ladies. I want to show everyone what a level 8 looks like.
Wait, here we go. So what I'll do a 1. I promise I'm gonna go to the 8, but watch, I'll do a 1. Ooh, yeah, you gotta look at my legs.
Super.
Ooh, yeah. Now watch,
Oh yeah, you really have to push on that level 8.
I mean, you're working hard.
Oh yeah, you're definitely working hard.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
this is something that's gonna grow with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I also want to show you the last piece that I love so much, if we can. We have given you we've taken all the excuses out. It has wheels, okay? I don't know if you can see this. I'm rolling it in, I'm rolling it out. This is gonna store in a closet. It's gonna store behind a door. It can go behind a couch. Wherever you have room for this, for the size of a vacuum cleaner or an ironing board, it's 37 pounds. If you did have to pick it up, you most likely could, but you could tour this from room to room. It's whisper quiet, right? So if you need to in the baby's room or outside of the baby's room, if you need to bring it into the office, if you need to bring it out into the, into the living room area.
Well, and you know what's kind of fun, they said the other day too, which is so true, is how many of you say, well, I've got a porch out front and a deck out back. And you're like, I'm really tired of being inside the house all the time. It's so nice because, you don't want to leave it out there. It's not meant to be outside, but if you want to move it out for a different change of scenery, and you're not going beyond your driveway, you might as well just put it out on the porch and get a little workout in. Also, something else I think it's great is it's right there when you need it. So maybe you're a busy mom, maybe you're a new mom. My Madison, my niece, she just had her second baby, George.
Aw, congrats.
And here she is at home, and she's thinking, okay, I'm not only at home with the little one and the new baby and my husband and the cat, but she's in a smaller place. And so you might be thinking, all right, how can I get workout in? I've only got a few minutes when the baby goes to sleep and then he's back up and then down. You can jump on here and just knock it out in little increments, like 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And then do 10 minutes later and 10 minutes before dinner. And all of a sudden, guess what? You've worked out 30, 45 minutes and you're done. If you're watching us right now, we've been doing this for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes?
Yep.
You literally could get an entire workout done from the moment we started this till the moment we end this, and you've knocked it out for the rest of the day. To me, when I work out in the morning, it's when I work out is in the morning. There's something great knowing I don't have to do it the rest of the day.
I know, I love
I'm
that.
just like, oh good, it's done. It's done. And there's really a great relief to that.
Yeah.
Because you've knocked it out, you finished it, and this is so comfortable. If you said, hey, you gotta go out and run for 30 minutes, I'd look at you like you're crazy. My knees couldn't handle it anyway, but I would be like, no way. But if you say, hey, jump on that bike for 30 minutes, it's the most comfortable experience. It's easy to do. If you can sit and move your legs, you've got this figured out. That's what's exciting. And I'll tell you, and you're gonna get into this a little bit more, with the addition of the arms, boy, is that a game changer for one of the
And I know you remember some of the bikes that we've had before in the past where we were storing our weights onto the side or even behind.
And you drop them, and they were actually hard to get a hold of.
They were hard to get a hold of, and you wanna make sure that you put them on right, and if you drop them, you gotta get off, and it's just a really, this here with these resistance bands, one thing I love about these, and I've said this before, is that you're not in a fixed position. So if you have maybe a little shoulder injury, or maybe you're a little wider in your chest area, and when you do curls, you don't want to be in that fixed position, right? You can move in whatever way your body wants to move with these, which is beautiful to me, because I don't know about you, but if you love to stretch, or if you want to rotate, whatever feels good for you, you can do.
Right.
And they're comfortable. The handles are even comfortable here.
And it's a heck of a workout.
It is a heck of a workout.
I mean, when you start doing this and you really are pulling on it, it's like, you got to put some effort into this.
That's what's really going to maximize your heart rate.
Yeah.
Is doing lower body, upper body, and cardiovascular training all at once. So you're getting more bang for your buck than anything else you can do. And I love that you were bringing up earlier how long we've been on this. I do get out of breath at times, but we're not drenched in sweat. We're not jumping up and down. We're not, pounding the pavement. We didn't have to go outside. We didn't have to go to a gym. We didn't have to get all dressed up. I mean, we are for you, but we didn't have to do all of that here on the bike. So it takes the guesswork out of a lot of it. It takes the excuses out of a lot of it. And this is something that you can do. I have clients who are overweight and that have low back issues and that have knee issues. And the one thing I tell them to do is get on a bike and ride. And I want you to just do as much as you can. I don't care if it's 5 minutes more than you did yesterday, which was maybe 0. I don't care if it's 2 minutes, whatever it is, get some times throughout the day, but get started and get moving. And soon you're gonna see you're gonna feel better, your posture's gonna get better, you're gonna start to shed some pounds, calories in, calories out. Once we are doing more work and burning more calories during the day, it's nothing but gonna benefit you, so.
Totally. Just a little quick update on the red, I have 50 left. So we've sold out of the purple in this airing. The teal sold out a couple days ago. The red's the next one to go. And if there isn't another airing, there'll be 2 colors left. There's gonna be the black and there's gonna be the blue. And quite frankly, I don't have a whole lot of those either, but definitely if you want now to pick up the red, I would certainly do it before our hour's up, only because it's just not gonna be around much longer. Here's the other thing I think, to your point, you have 6 flex pays. You have a half a year to actually pay this off. Because if you have the list of excuses and you're going, okay, it's too rainy, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too humid, I got kids, you know, I don't have time. We go down that list, and those are all the reasons that we don't commit to working out on a regular basis. Yep. This solves everyone, including paying for it. That's our little part of it. You know, FitQuest has done everything else. The paying for it's great, because right now it's $33.33, and you have a half a year to pay it off. Imagine where you could be in terms of your fitness in a half a year from now. Oh my gosh, your clothes look better, and you're wearing things you haven't worn in years. Maybe you're slipping on a really hot little pair of jeans. Maybe you're actually gonna wear a bathing suit. You know, oh my goodness, the dreaded bathing suit, and you don't mind doing that anymore. It was kind of sad when I was growing up. My mom and my dad, unfortunately my family, we kind of run a little bit large. And I used to be so sad when you see pictures of my mom. She's not here anymore, but when you see them, she would always hide in the back of the picture.
I hate that.
I really do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a sad memory for me as a child. My mom's not here anymore, and I'm so sad about that. She was always trying to hide her body. You know, and it's too bad, but you know, and you don't want to be that way. No. Or you go, no, don't take my picture. Don't take my picture. You know, I mean, we can choose to do something different. And I think now we can choose to take this period of time that's very unique and maybe come out the other end in a more positive fashion. I mean, why not twist this idea of, well, if I've got to be at home, now I can really commit to actually changing my health. And that is a big moment to have right now while we have this available. With the 6 flex pay, it just makes it easier on the budget. And also the fact we deliver it right to your door. You can't even go to a store to buy something like this now if you wanted to. And by the way, this is totally exclusive. So I love you guys. You love to shop around and do all that kind of stuff, but this is absolutely exclusive just to those of you shopping with us here at HSN. And so again, Jody, you know, you said that. You said a lot of people have a lot of reasons why they don't commit to fitness. And it's like, well, I can't put a big machine in my house. Right. I don't want a treadmill. It's too big, it's too loud, it's too expensive. And this one, I believe, really answers all those questions.
Yeah, and if you think you can't afford it, you can't afford not to. And just the shipping alone, you know, if you're ever buying something of this,
size.
It's not, yeah, exactly.
It's not big,
but it's not big. It has a small footprint, but you know, the shipping alone, like we said. I want to take you through the bike one more time because I know we don't have too long, and some of you may just be tuning in. This is the FitQuest Recumbent and upright bike. I've shown you before, 2.5 inches of foam on this seat, nice wide base of support. It's really comfortable. Once you get this home, you will see and you will love, and you will not want to get off of this. Side handles here for stability and support when you're sitting in that back position. You have that lower lumbar support here for the low back. If you have any low back issues, it's gonna feel like you're sitting in your recliner at home. Then we have that LCD screen. You have your time, your speed, your distance, your calories. You're gonna have 8 levels of magnetic resistance, all the way from 1 that easily shifts, all the way to 8. And again, we don't have a chain, you don't have a motor, anything else that you're worried about here, just a few clicks and you're up to that next level. You have arm resistance bands here. So you're getting an upper body and lower body workout all in one, as well as this is gonna seat from 4'11" to 6'4", and it's gonna hold up to 300 pounds. Easy to get on and off of, and I'll show you here. I'm gonna fold it all the way up into, there's 3 levels there, and then we're gonna take it all the way to where it folds up into that small footprint here, collapsible position here that you can store in the closet. You can store I don't know, under the crib, in the baby's bedroom.
Or you're gonna tuck it in the corner of a room.
Tuck it in the corner of the room,
yeah,
and it has wheels, right? So 37 pounds is what it weighs. Steel frame here. This is